interrupt.
Thank you.
Good morning po.
Nakita ko yung module itong week natin. Medyo sa level ninyo, medyo baka mahirap siyang intindihin. Kaya minodify ko sa parang intindihin. So let's begin. You can have your notes now. Okay, so statement, everyone should study logic. So anyway, your topic is about mathematical language, no? So, based doon sa module, medyo mahirap siya intindihin. Kaya, ang ginawa ko, ay gumawa ko ng PowerPoint sa level na kung saan lubos yung maintindihan sa mabilis na paraan. Okay? So, may mga konsepto doon na wala, kaya inad ko yung iba para magiging mabilis. So, actually, ang topic nyo is, this math is pertaining to discrete mathematics. So, siguro ginagamit ito sa programming, sa paggawa ng program. So, here we go. Let's start. Time check is 10:11, so we'll end up at 11:11. Everyone should study logic. So, this argument for the statement, logic is used in engineering, law, philosophy, computer science, mathematics, and many other disciplines. Logic makes our electronic gadgets such as cell phones, a letter that ends with a period. Pangalawa, that statement must be answerable by true or false. Pero hindi pwede na ang sagot ay pwede true, pwede false. Dapat isa lang, pwedeng true, pwedeng false. At ang tawag doon ay truth value. If a proposition is true, then its truth value is also true, which is denoted by P. And otherwise, its truth value is false and it is denoted by F. Halimbawa, mostly yung propositions natin are usually denoted by small letters, pero there are some cases na gumagamit sila ng capital letters. Pero madalas, pag pinag-uusapan ay proposition, again, a proposition is a declarative sentence that is answerable by true or false but not both at the same time. So pag sinabi natin proposition, kapag nagsulat tayo ng proposition, gumagamit tayo ng small letter. Pero sa ibang book, makikita mo rin gumagamit ng capital letter. Pero nga, ang sabi dito are usually, hindi naman all the time. Usual lang, madalas. Halimbawa, this is read as P is a proposition. So P followed by colon. So this is read as P is a proposition. So, ang proposition natin is everyone should study logic. Okay? Everyone should study logic. So, everyone should study logic is a declarative sentence. Now, pag sinabi mong everyone should study logic, totoo ba to o hindi totoo? Sa tingin mo, anong sagot mo dyan? Pag sinabi mong everyone should study logic, you can unmute your microphone and then support your answer why it is true or false. Sino pwede sumagot? Please unmute your microphone. Everyone should study logic. Wala. Okay. So, ang basa dyan ay P is the proposition. Everyone should study logic. So, yan yung basa dyan sa statement na yan. No? Ibig sabihin yung proposition natin, we use small letter to represent the given proposition. Again, pag sinabi mong proposition, it is a declarative sentence that is answerable by true or false, but not both at the same time. Now, halimbawa, determine natin whether each of the following statement is a proposition or not. If a proposition gives its truth value, again, Again, yung proposition natin may dalawa lang na truth value. Pwede ang truth value niya ay true. Pwede ang truth value niya ay false. Pero dapat isa lang. No? Isa lang dapat ang truth value niya. Pwedeng totoo, true, pwedeng false. Hindi pwede na ang statement ay pwede mong sagutan ng totoo at saka false. Pag ganoon, hindi siya proposition. No? So dapat, para maging proposition siya, dapat answerable lang siya ng true or false. Halimbawa, number 1. Mindanao is an island in the Philippines. We know that that is a true proposition. It is also a declarative sentence. So therefore, Mindanao is an island in the Philippines is an example of proposition. Because this is a declarative sentence and Mindanao is an island in the Philippines. Hence, the proposition P is a true proposition. Totoo. Okay. Another example.
Sir, nag-feedback po. May
Okay na?
po sa pena.
Okay na?
Opo, okay na po.
Okay na, sir.
Okay, tanong natin to si Shan Cai. Proposition or not? Please unmute your microphone. Shan Cai.
Sir, okay po.
Okay, read and answer. That's correct. So this is not a proposition. Reason, because it is not a declarative sentence. This is an imperative. So it is not a proposition. Next. R is a proposition. My seatmate will get a perfect score in the logic exam. Please unmute your microphone or please raise your hand to answer so that I can call your name para mabilis tayo. Tap yung hand. Yes, Jarin, tap po yun. What's your answer?
Not po, sir.
Why? Explain your answer.
Kasi po hindi naman po siya declare, inilaan niya lang po na mga perfect yung seatmate niya.
Okay, that's correct. No? The statement is declarative sentence. Totoo yun. No? Declarative yan. My seatmate will get a perfect score in the logic exam. Although the truth value will only be known after the logic exam, we know that it can only be either true, my seatmate gets a perfect score, or false, she has some mistakes but not both. Hence, dito sa tanong na to, wala niya. Sabi niya, my seatmate will get a perfect score in the logic exam. So, ang statement na ito, declarative, check siya. Pero ang truth value na nito, pwedeng totoo, pwedeng hindi. Pero hindi pwede mangyari na ang sagot ay totoo at saka hindi. So, although ito, sa tanong na ito, o yung statement na yan, pagkatapos mag-exam. Posibleng mangyari, perfect na siya, o di kaya may at least one mistake siya. So again, yung proposition na yan, pwedeng true, pwedeng false, after he exam. So therefore, hindi naman pwede mangyari na ang sagot niya ay ang mangyari ay true or false. So kaya sa question na ito, this is a proposition. Although hindi pa natin alam yung truth value niya. Pero yung truth value niya, malalaman pa natin after he or she took the exam. But then again, the result is either true or false, but not both at the same time. Hence, this statement is a proposition. Okay. Next question, please raise your hand or tap the hand icon to answer. Proposition or not? So in this case, proposition S, welcome to the Philippines, is not a proposition because it ends with exclamatory point. No? So dapat pag declarative sentence, nagtatapos ito sa period. So, welcome to the Philippines, the statement is an exclamatory sentence. Since pag sinasabi natin proposition, dapat declarative at ito ay exclamatory, so hindi siya proposition. Next is T equals 3 plus 2 equals 5. No? The proposition T, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 is an example of a proposition because 3 plus 2 equals 5 is a true mathematical sentence, but it is a declarative sentence. The answer is yes. To see this, note that you may read it as the sum of 3 and 2 is 5, which is clearly a declarative sentence. Therefore, T is a true proposition. The proposition T is true proposition because its truth value is true. We know that 3 plus 2 is 5. The proposition U, f of x is equal to the square root of x over x plus 1 is a rational function. So this is a declarative sentence. Since the numerator of the function is not a polynomial, the function f is not rational. So the statement is false. Therefore, U is a false proposition. We know that this is a proposition, no? Because it is a declarative sentence. And also, that proposition is false. Because square root of x over square root of x plus 1 is not a rational function. Eh, ang sabi dyan, rational daw. So, hindi yan totoo na rational yan. Kasi pag sinabi mong rational function, we know that a rational function is defined as p of x is equal to q of x over and is defined as r of the denominator are both polynomial. So, yung square root of x is not a polynomial because we know that a polynomial has no variable inside the radical sign. So, we say that this is a false proposition siya, but the truth value of that proposition is rational function. So, next, what is the domain of the function? This is an interrogative sentence. Hence, it is not a proposition because patanong nga yung pangungusap na ito. Kaya hindi siya declarative, kaya hindi siya proposition. I am lying. Yung I am lying, the word I am lying here, although W is a declarative sentence. Totoo, na declarative sentence siya. Sinasabi niya, I am lying. It is not a proposition. Hindi yan proposition yung I am lying. Why? Because it can be neither be true nor false. Okay? Pwede siyang true, pwede siyang hindi true, o hindi din false. So, to see this, para malaman natin bakit, suppose one assumes that W is true. So, I am lying is true daw. Totoo na nagsisinungaling siya. No? So, halimbawa, sabi niya, I am lying, nagsisinungaling ako. At totoo na nagsisinungaling siya. It is the case that I am lying. Now, since I am lying, my statement is not true. So, pag sinabi mong ako ay nagsisinungaling, ibig sabihin, kung siya ay nagsisinungaling, ang sinasabi niya ay hindi totoo. Hindi totoo kasi nga, siya ay nagsisinungaling. And so, the volume must not also be false. So, halimbawa, I am lying. Ibig sabihin, yung sinasabi niya ay hindi totoo. Pero, hindi mo rin masabi, ang sabi dito, W must not also be false. Hindi mo rin piling sabihin na yung si W ay hindi totoo. Kasi nga, totoo na nagsisinungaling siya. Diba? Totoo na nagsisinungaling siya. So, halimbawa, ang truth value ng I am lying, sabi dito, nagsisinungaling ako at totoo nagsisinungaling siya. Totoo yun. Pero, pag sinabi niya nagsisinungaling siya at may sinabi siya, alam natin yung sinabi niya ay hindi totoo. Okay? So totoo, hindi totoo. Similarly, assuming that W is false, kung ang W naman ay sinasabi niyang hindi totoo, sabi niya, I am lying, nagsisinungaling ko, pero sa katotohanan, hindi naman pala siya nagsisinungaling, would also lead to the conclusion that it is true as well. So, kung sinabi niya yung W, pag sinabi yung W ay hindi totoo, tapos magsabi ka na totoo na hindi totoo, magulo, no? Answerable siya by true or false, kaya this is not a proposition. So, Z. If you are more than 60 years old, then you are entitled to a senior citizen's card. And if you are entitled to a senior citizen's card, then you are more than 60 years old. So, this is a proposition, no? Because it is a declarative sentence. Actually, this proposition is what we call a conditional statement. If then, no? If I am 60 years old, then I am entitled to a senior citizen's card. And if I am entitled to a senior citizen's card, then I am more than 60 years old. So this is a biconditional statement. So pag-aralan natin. So this is a true proposition. Further, we can express the whole sentence as you are more than 60 years old, if and only if you are entitled to senior citizen's card. So, totoo naman, di ba? Pag sinabi mong ikaw ay more than 60 years, it is true na kapag ikaw ay more than 60 years old, kung ikaw ay more than 60 years old, then dapat ikaw ay entitled sa senior citizen's card. So, this is an example of biconditional statement. From the word biconditional, bi means two, conditions. So, you have conditions, if and only if. So, yung condition natin dito, you are more than 60 years old if and only if you are entitled to senior citizen's card. Consider the following mathematical sentences for number 1, 2x equals 1. And b is the square of x plus y is equal to x squared plus y squared. For letter A and B, both are declarative sentences. But are they true or false? So you cannot tell because both sentences involve some unknowns x and y. Thus, the given statements are not propositions. Because in this case, the 2x plus 1, it is only true if x is equal to what? If x is equal to 1 half. Diba? 2x plus 1 is equals to 1. Totoo kapag si x ay 1 half. Kasi 2 times 1 half, 2 over 2 magiging 1. Paano kapag si x ay 4? 2 times 4 is 8, hindi naman equality 1. Okay? So, true ang truth value ng A kapag ang x mo ay 1 half. True yun. Pero kapag ang x mo let's say 10, 2 times 20, 10, 10 is not equal to 1, magiging false siya. Okay? That's why this A, B are not propositions. So, ito yung mga logical connectors. Sa logic, gumagamit tayo ng not P. So, not P sa logic is negate P. Not P or negate P, pareho lang yun. Ito, negation niya. Okay? So, ang basa dito ay not P. Yung tilde na yan. Okay? Ito, P and Q. Sa P and Q, tandaan nyo, yung P and Q, sa symbol sa logic, yung and ito. So, kapag may nakita kayo nito, and ang ibig sabihin niyan. And. And then, ibig sabihin, yung symbol na to refers to this, refers to and. Minsan, naguguluhan kayo, anong pinakaiba ng and and or. Tandaan nyo kapag nag-end kayo, di ba parang sulat ka ng and, pag ganyan, pababa. Di ba? And. Di ba? And. So, pag nag-start ka ng letter A, bumababa ka. Okay, yung technique ko dyan, kaya pababa yung ano natin. Pag nag-or ka, di ba? Pag gumawa ka ng or, di ba nagsisimula ka sa taas, tapos papataas ka. Okay? So, yung or natin, pataas, di ba? Pataas. Okay? Kaya yung or natin ay paganyan. Okay? Next, ang if P then Q natin, if P then Q, ito siya. Ang basa dito ay F P then Q. pwede mo rin ito basahin as P implies Q. Marami tayong pwedeng ipalit sa basang ito. Marami mamaya magpipresent ako. So, pwede mo rin ito siya basahin as P implies Q o di kaya if P then Q. Ito naman ay yung if and only if, ito siya yung biconditional, yung dalawang arrow. Okay? Dalawang arrow. So this is read as P if and only if Q. So in symbol, this is P if and only if Q. Ito if P then Q. Ito P or Q. Ito P and Q. Ito not P. So dapat kabisado nyo yan. Kasi nga, tayo ay mathematical language. Ito yung language ng math. So, next is number 1. Okay. Nate is going to stay at home and Faith is going to the mall. So, ito yung Nate. Let's say, yung age natin represents Nate is going to stay at home. So, ito yung age natin, Nate is going to stay at home. Yung Faith natin is going to the mall, denoted by M. Okay? So, yung home, H, yung mall, M. So, we use N. So, ibig sabihin, yung statement na Nate is going to stay at home and Faith is going to the mall, we denote that as H and M. Faith is going to the mall and Nate is going to stay at home. So Faith is going to the mall and Nate is going to stay at home. So that is M and H. Mall and home. So we use the preposition and. So and is the logical connector. It will rain today or it will be a sunny day. So kapag rain, we denote rain as R. So the first proposition here is it will rain today. So this is what we call a simple proposition. A simple proposition cannot be break down into simpler propositions. So kumbaga sa English, ito ay tinatawag na simple sentence. It will be a sunny day is another proposition and this proposition is denoted by S. Since we use or, it becomes a compound proposition na. Kung sa English pa, mayroon tayong tinatawag na compound sentence. So, sa compound sentence, gumagamit tayo ng mga prepositions. So, here, with the use of and or, this in math, this is used as logical connectors. So, we connect the two propositions using the logical connectors or, and in symbol, this is the symbol for or. Okay. Next, number 4, it will rain today or Nate is going to the beach. So, rain or, so, this is the symbol for it will rain today. Rain today or Nate is going to the beach. Halimbawa, if it rains today, then, so dito gumamit tayo na if-then statement. So this is the first proposition, this is the second proposition. So it rains today is R, and home is H, no? Nate is, so ibig sabihin dito, yung proposition R natin represents it rains today. So, it rains today is a declarative sentence. No? At malalaman lang natin kung ulan o hindi pagkatapos na dumating yung araw na yon. So, dalawa pa rin ang pwede mangyari. Okay. Tapos dito, Nate is going to stay at home. So, that we denote it as N. No? Nate is going to stay at home. Ito, idudugtong na lang to ha. Kaya siya, gumamit tayo ng then, kaya magiging R, if and on, R. So this is if R, then N. So this is if R, then N. So if R refers to if it rains today, ito siya. Then yung N natin ito siya. Nate is going to stay at home. Kaya siya nagiging, kaya ang sagot natin ay R implies H. So, kapag may nakita kayong one arrow to the right, if-then statement niya. So, if R, then H. Okay. If R, ano yung R natin? It rains today. Yan yung proposition natin denoted by R. It rains today. Yung H natin, proposition H represents Nate is going to stay at home. Kaya siya nagiging R implies H, or if R, then H. 6. If it will rain today, then Faith is going to the mall. So if then ulit, no? Rain today, mall. It is not a sunny day, so sunny day is S. Dahil nagdugtong tayo ng not, magninegate tayo sa S, not S. Faith is not going to the mall. So ang going to the mall natin kanina is Faith, di ba? So Faith is going to the mall. Ito yon, si M. Nagdugtong tayo ng not going. Ninegate natin si going. So nagiging not going. Kaya, dahil ninegate natin si Faith is going to the mall, ang negation niya ay Faith is not going. Magkaroon tayo ng not S. Ninegate natin si M, rather. Yung 10, Faith is going to the mall or Nate will not stay at home. So, mall, Faith is going to the mall is M. Then, or, then Nate will stay at home. Inigyan natin ng not. Kaya nagiging not H na siya. Nate is not going to the beach and Nate is not going to stay at home. So, not, ito may not tayo, not going to the beach and not going. It is the case that either it will rain or it will not be a sunny day. So, pag it is not, it is the case that either it will rain or it will not. Yung or, ito. Tapos not. Okay, sunny day is S. And rain is R. So we use proposition R for it will rain today. And then, it is not the case that Faith is going to the mall or it will be a sunny day. So ito yun. I-negate natin yung dalawang proposition. Faith is going to the mall, M. Tapos or. Tapos it will be a sunny day, S. I-negate natin pareho. Okay? So, ganun siya. Same with here, Faith is not going to the mall, and either it will rain today. So mga examples, screenshot na lang, okay? Para meron kang reference, hindi na ako magtatagal dyan. Okay, so ito lang, intro lang to siya kasi para maintindihan yung logic talaga doon sa module ninyo, okay? Ayan. So na-discuss in detail para at least may makita kayo doon na mga negation. Okay? Next. Ayan, mga examples. Okay? So, ganun siya. Compound. Ito na yung compound, no? Kapag sinabi natin compound, it is a proposition form from simpler proposition using logical connectors or some combination of logical connectors. Some logical connectors involving propositions P and Q, or Q may be expressed as follows. So, this is not P, P and Q. P or Q, if P then Q. Where stands for proposition. A proposition is simple if it cannot be broken down further into other components of propositions. So logical connectors. So ang P and Q ay tinatawag na nating conjunction. So pwede mo ito siyang basahin P and Q or P conjuncts Q. Okay? So in symbol, P and Q, or pwede mo siyang basahin P conjuncts Q. Yung disjunction, that is or. So, pwede mo siyang basahin P or Q, or pwede mo siyang basahin na P disjuncts Q. Yung if P then Q statement is what we call implication. So, pwede mo siyang basahin na if P, tandaan mo yung if P tapos comma bago mag-then. So, pag nagsulat tayo ng statement, if P, comma, then Q. So, this is read as P implies Q. P implies Q ang basa mo dito, or pwede mo siyang basahin if P, then Q. Itong biconditional statements, that is noted by P, if and only if Q. So kapag dalawang arrow, ang basa natin dyan ay P, if and only if Q. So yung negation, ang not P, but not Q, ang but is other term for and. Okay? And, tandaan mo yun ha, baka maguluhan ka. Not P, but not Q. So not P, but not Q, for but, we use that and. Not P and not Q. So we can replace and by but. So the truth table is referring to, yung formula natin is 2n raised to 2n, 2 raised to n rows. So, halimbawa, kung mayroon tayong dalawang proposition, kung isa lang yung proposition natin, halimbawa, proposition mo ay 2 plus 3 is greater than 3, which is true, no? So, ang proposition mo, dahil isang proposition lang, ang formula mo ay 2 raised to n. So, 2, yung proposition natin isa lang 1, kaya 2 lang. Kaya number of rows mo sa P, ang proposition P natin, number of rows mo ay dalawa lang. True o di kaya false. Kapag dalawang proposition mo, ang number of rows mo ay 2 raised to 2, which is 2 times 2 is 4. Kaya kapag gumawa ka ng truth table, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, proposition sa unang P, sa unang proposition, sa pangalawa naman ang proposition Q. So, kung apat yan, i-divide mo sa 2, tag true, true, false, false, tapos alternate true, false, true, false. Kapag may tatlo kang proposition, let's say P, Q, and R, tatlong proposition. So, 2 raised to 3 equals 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. Kaya meron kang 8 row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sa unang column, dahil 8 yan na row, i-divide mo into 2. Kaya 4 na true, 4 na false. Tapos yung 4 na true, hatiin mo sa dalawa. So, alternate true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. Tapos yung true, true, dahil dalawa to, i-divide mo sa 2 to 1. So, alternate true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. Okay? So, ganun mag-construct ng truth table. Next. So, halimbawa, meron kang P, dahil isa lang ang proposition mo, so 2 raised to 1, 2 lang, 2 rows, 2, 1, 2. So, kapag mayroon kang not P, kapag ni-not P mo siya, yung true mo, in-negate mo. So, kung in-negate mo yung true, magiging false. Not false. Kung not false siya, ang sagot mo ay magiging true. So, ang negation ng false ay true. Ang negation ng true ay false. Kasi yung totoo, ninegate mo, halimbawa, 2 plus 3 equals 5. Totoo to. No? So, if this is your P, 2 plus 3 equals 5, it's true. Kapag ninegate mo siya, negate P. No? So, kapag ninegate mo si P, ang sagot mo na ngayon ay 2 plus 3 instead na equal, not equal 5. Negate siya. So, ang true, kapag ninegate mo, magiging false. Hindi naman totoo ng 2 plus 3 is not equal to 5. Okay, so the negation of proposition P is denoted by not P, that is the symbol, and is defined in truth table. Conjunction, the proposition P and Q is denoted by P and Q, and it is defined to its truth table. So, tandaan nyo, kapag gumawa ka ng truth table, kasi sa decision making, nakita ko sa module, no, kung ano ba talaga. Halimbawa, bigyan natin ng sitwasyon to. Dahil dalawa ang iyong proposition P and Q, 2 raised to 2 is 4. Diba? 2 times 2 is 4. So, meron kang 4 na row. And then, dalawang proposition mo P and Q, so column sa P at column sa Q. Ngayon, kailangan mo dito na P and Q. So, dito sa P and Q, para makatulong sa inyo, tandaan nyo to na kung paggawa tayo ng truth table, so dahil 4 ito na row para sa P, P una, no? Atin natin ang 4 sa 2, dalawang true, dalawang false. Then sa Q, alternate na to. True, 2 divided by 2, 1. So, alternate true, false, true, false. And then, sa P and Q, ano yung sagot? Kapag true and true, ibig sabihin, kapag parehong true, totoo. Pero pag true, true and false, false agad ang sagot. Kapag false and true, false din ang sagot. False, false din ang sagot. Ibig sabihin, sa end, magiging true lang siya kapag parehong dalawang proposition ay parehong totoo. So kapag ang dalawang proposition ay parehong totoo, ang truth value niya ay true. So P and Q ay true, magiging ang P and Q mo ay magiging true lamang kapag pareho silang true. Pero kapag isa sa kanila ay false o parehong false, false ang sagot. Okay? So, bigyan natin ng explanation bakit ganon. Sige. Halimbawa, P and Q. P and Q. Halimbawa, ang proposition P natin ay I eat ang palaya at kangkong. So, yan yung sabi dyan, no? I eat ang palaya at kangkong. So, this is a compound proposition and we use the logical connector and is denoted by this. Okay? So, ang first proposition natin ay I eat ang palaya. Ang second proposition Q natin ay I eat kangkong. So, sa statement niya, ang sabi niya ay I eat ang palaya at kangkong. So, dalawa dapat, no? So, proposition P natin, pwede natin isulat I eat ang palaya at ang proposition Q natin ay I eat kangkong. The conjunction P and Q is the proposition that is true only if both P and Q are true. So, totoo, halimbawa si Jose, sabi ni Jose, I ate ang palaya at kangkong. So, masasabi lang natin na totoo ang sinasabi ni Jose kapag totoo na kumain siya ng ampalaya at totoo na kumakain siya ng kangkong. Okay? Bakit? Ang sabi ni Jose sa statement niya, I eat ang palaya at kangkong. Sabihin natin, sige Jose, totoo, naniniwala kami na ikaw ay kumakain ng ampalaya at kangkong kapag kumakain siya ng ampalaya, kumakain din siya ng kangkong. Pero pag sinabi ni Jose na I eat ang palaya and kangkong, pero sa totoong buhay, kumakain siya ng ampalaya, pero hindi kumakain ng kangkong. So, nagiging false ang statement niya. Kasi ang sabi niya, I eat ang palaya ang kangkong pero sa totoong buhay, kinakain niya lang pala ang palaya, hindi yung kangkong. So, hindi na totoo ang statement niya. So, kapag ka true, kumakain ng ampalaya, kumakain ng kangkong, totoo. So, if this is P, and this is Q, at ang P and Q niya, totoo, kumakain siya ng kangkong, check. Kumakain siya ng ampalaya, check. Ibig sabihin yung sinabi niya, totoo. Okay? Pero halimbawa, sinabi niya, totoo, kumakain ako ng ampalaya. Pero hindi naman pala siya kumakain ng kangkong. Pero ang sabi niya, kumakain siya ng ampalaya at kangkong. Eh, hindi tayo maniniwala, totoo. False yun. Kasi, ang statement niya, kumakain ako ng ampalaya at kangkong. Pero totoo na kumakain siya ng ampalaya, nang pinakain ng kangkong, hindi siya kumakain. So, hindi tayo naniniwala sa kanya. So, false siya. Pwede rin na isa pa, ang pwede pang variations nito ay hindi siya kumakain ng ampalaya, pero kumakain siya ng kangkong. So, isa dito sa statement niya ay hindi totoo, kaya ang totoo, truth value niya, hindi totoo. Sabi mo, kumakain ka ng ampalaya ng kangkong, yun pala, hindi ka kumakain ng ampalaya, kangkong na kinakain mo. So, hindi na totoo ang statement niya. Tapos, ang sabi niya ay eat ampalaya na eat kangkong, ang P mo ay eat ampalaya, hindi naman siya talaga kumakain ng kangkong. Tapos, ang kangkong, hindi naman siya talaga kumakain ng kangkong, hindi kumakain ng ampalaya. Escalera, okay lang. Nalobat na naman yung monitor. Escalera, okay lang, Choco? Rinig naman, sir. Okay. Share screen na ako ulit. Thank you. So, kaya yun ang reason natin, no? Ay itang palaya, na kangkong, kaya yan ang dahilan natin kaya false. False kasi Na-explain ko naman in detail yun, di ba? Okay. Dito, or naman tayo. Okay. So, disjunction P or Q ay itang palaya or kangkong. Pinalitan lang natin ng N. So, isa lang dito tama. Pag isa lang dyan ay tama, automatic, true na. Okay? Isa lang dyan tama, totoo na. Okay? Bakit? Halimbawa, I eat ang palaya or kangkong. So, kahit saan dito, tama. Okay? Sabi dito, I eat ang palaya or kangkong. Pwedeng kumakain siya ng ampalaya. Pwedeng kumakain, totoo na kumakain siya ng ampalaya. Kumakain din siya ng kangkong. Pero ang statement niya ay or. So, pwede isa dito ay totoo na. Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, kung totoo na kumakain siya ng ampalaya, kumakain pa siya ng kangkong, mas totoo yung paniniwala natin. Okay? So, this is or na to pala, or. Or. Yan yung symbol or. Kanina kasi and tayo, no? So, I eat ang palaya or I eat kangkong. The disjunction P or Q is a proposition that is only false if and only if the statement is false. Bakit? Ipaliwanag natin. Sabi niya, I eat ang palaya or I eat kangkong. Kumakain ako ng palaya o di kaya kangkong. So, pwede kumakain siya ng palaya, pero hindi siya kumakain ng kangkong. Okay lang yun. Kasi pwede kang mamili dyan sa dalawa kahit isa dyan tama, totoo na eh. Pwede hindi siya kumakain ng palaya, pero I eat kangkong, totoo din. Pero kapag parehong wala sa katotohanan sa sinabi niya na I eat ang palaya or kangkong. Pag sinabi mo I eat ang palaya or kangkong, dapat isa dyan sa sinabi mo. Pwede kumakain ka ng ampalaya, pwede kang kumakain ng kangkong, pwede kumakain ka pareho ng kangkong at ampalaya, pwede totoo pareho lahat yun. Pero pag sinabi mo I eat ang palaya or kangkong, tapos wala pa sa isa doon sa kinakain, di mali yun. Okay? Mali. Okay? Next. Truth table for conditional statements P or Q. So, ang sabi dito, if a student got a 60% or more points from the written test, then he will pass the subject math 53. So, let P, yung proposition P natin, will be let that a student got a 60% or more points from the written test. Yung proposition Q natin, he will pass math 53. So, ang proposition natin dito, sabi dito, may condition, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, yung premise natin, o yung hypothesis, so yung statement after ng word na F ay tinatawag natin hypothesis. Yung hypothesis ay yun yung premise natin, or ang after naman sa word na then, yan yung tinatawag natin na conclusion. So, sa math, yung if a student, yung hypothesis natin dito is a student got a 60% more from the written test. Yung conclusion natin, then he will pass the subject math. So, ibig sabihin, kapag nakakuha siya ng 60% sa test, papasa siya sa subject na math 53. So, yung premise natin dito ay ang student dapat makakuha ng 60% sa test para siya ay pumasa. Alright? So, PQ. Kung totoo, nakakuha siya ng 60%, ang Q mo ay he will pass the subject math 53. Totoo yun. Tapos, totoo na pumasa siya. Tapos, totoo nakakuha siya ng 60% sa test. Pero hindi siya pumasa. No? False siya. Ang sabi dito, he will pass math 53. Pero ang nangyari, hindi siya pumasa. Okay, hindi totoo yun. Kumuha na nga ako ng 60%, tapos binagsak mo ako, hindi totoo yun. Okay? Pero halimbawa dito, ay hindi siya hindi siya nakakuha ng 60%. Tapos, pumasa siya sa math, pero hindi siya nakakuha ng 60%, pumasa siya. Ang sagot natin totoo kasi pwedeng bumagsak siya sa exam, pero sa ibang components, pumasa pa rin siya. Okay? Dito, false siya, hindi siya nakakuha, tapos, hindi siya nakakuha ng 60%, tapos, hindi din siya pumasa. Mas lalong totoo kasi hindi ka nga, sabi dito, hindi siya nakapasa eh. Hindi siya nakakuha ng 60%. So, ibig sabihin, hindi din siya papasa. O, di totoo yun. Ngayon, bigyan natin pa ng pakahulugan para maintindihan mo. Sabi dito, halimbawa, sabi sa'yo, if if you pass Calculus 1, if you Alvin pass Calculus 1, if you Alvin pass Calculus 1, I will buy you a car. Sabi ng daddy niya. I will buy you a car. I will buy you a car. Wow ha. Okay? If you Alvin pass Calculus 1, if you Alvin pass Calculus dyan, then Calculus 1, then I will buy you a car. Ayusin ko nga yung sulat ko, medyo pangit. Okay, pangit talaga, hindi lang medyo. Ano sabi naman? Halimbawa sa'yo, if you pass Calculus 1, then I will buy you a car. Wow. I will buy you a car. So, ang premise natin dito, kapag pumasa ka sa Calculus 1, bibilan ka ng sasakyan. Okay? So, yung dalawang proposition natin na makukuha natin dito ay yung una, yung past Calculus 1. So, we'll let that as P. Okay? And we'll let Q as the second proposition, I will buy you a car. Okay? So, may dalawa tayong proposition dyan. Yung P natin ay if you pass, ang P natin, you pass Calculus 1. Yung Q natin, proposition Q natin, he will buy you a new car. So these are both declarative sentence and answerable by yes or no. So ginawa natin siyang implication. So it means that P implies Q. Ibig sabihin lang nun, pag binasa natin, P implies Q, o di kaya pwede mo siyang versahin ng if P then Q. Parang sinasabi mo na, if you pass Calculus 1, then I will buy. Yung Q natin is, I will buy you a new car. So, ibig sabihin, kung dalawang proposition pinag-usapan natin, P and Q, mayroon tayong 2 raised to N, kaya may 4 na row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tapos, isusulat natin yung P, isusulat natin yung Q, tapos yung P or Q. Anong decision making natin dito? Okay? So, ang sabi dyan, P. Para sa P, may 4 ka na row. 4 na row, so atin sa dalawa. So, true, true, false, false. Tapos, true, false, true, false. So, yan yung statement natin, burahin ko dito, no? So, halimbawa, totoo na pumasa ka sa Calculus 1 at totoo din na binigyan ka na, binila ka ng sasakyan. So, P, Q. Totoo na pumasa sa exam, then binilhan siya ng sasakyan. Totoo. Very good. Ngayon, totoo na pumasa ka sa Calculus 1. Pero pinangakuan ka ng tatay mo na bibilhan ka ng sasakyan kapag pumasa ka sa Calculus 1. Pero ang nangyari, I will buy you a new car, hindi nangyari na binilhan ka ng sasakyan. So, ibig sabihin, ang decision ay false. Kasi hindi nangyari, hindi totoo. Parang ganito, totoo, nagkanda ka ng study na totoo yon, tapos na nag-study ka, hindi naman pala totoo. Kaya, ang decision, hindi totoo. Okay? Next. Nag-aral ka, hindi ka pumasa. No? Hindi ka pumasa sa Calculus 1. Pero binilhan ka pa rin ng sasakyan. Tama? Pero ang condition doon, if you pass Calculus 1, then I will buy you a new car. Ang nangyari, hindi ka pumasa sa Calculus 1. Pero, binilhan ka pa rin ng sasakyan. Nangyari, totoo pa rin. Bakit? Mas pabor sa'yo yun eh. Hindi ka nga pumasa, binilhan ka pa. Diba? So, okay lang din na hindi ka pumasa tapos binilhan ka pa. So, mas taya ka dito sa decision na ito. Hindi ka pumasa pero binilhan ka pa rin ng sasakyan. Much okay. Kahit hindi mo siya nagawa pero binilhan ka, so, totoo pa rin ang nangyari. Pero dito, hindi ka pumasa, hindi ka binilhan ng sasakyan, totoo din. Totoo din. Okay lang din sa'yo yun. Kasi hindi ka man naman magagalit, hindi ka pumasa eh. So, kung hindi ka mambasa, hindi ka pumasa, hindi ka binili ng sasakyan, so, totoo din na hindi ka binili ng sasakyan kasi hindi ka nga pumasa eh. Okay? So, sana maintindihan. maintindihan natin dyan. Walang question na. Next. Conditional naman tayo. Pag conditional, P if and only if Q. So, same problem. Halimbawa ito, yung condition na, kung totoo na pumasa ka na 60% ng test mo, tapos pumasa ka sa Math 553, totoo din. So, ibig sabihin, if P if and only if Q. So, ang P natin is a student passed Math 53. A student passed Math 53 if and only if he will get 60% or more points from the written test. So, kapag true. Kapag true, a student will pass Math 53, tapos he will get a 60% or more, tapos hindi nangyari. So, false yun. So, ibig sabihin yung decision making natin, true, false. Ito, false ang premise, tapos ang condition, if a student pass Math 53 if and only if he will get 60% or more points on the written test. A student na pass, tapos nakakuha siya ng 60%, false yun. Okay? Then, ibig sabihin, magkaroon ka lang ng true sa if and only if statement kapag parehong false at parehong true. Okay? Kasi may condition eh. So, ibig sabihin, ang F mo mangyayari kapag nasunod yung dalawa, yung condition. Kaya nga, by conditional. So, dapat parehong true, hindi kaya parehong false para masasabi mo na siya ay true. Okay? Tandaan yan. So, here, tingnan natin kung ano ang decision natin dito. Determine the following is either true or false given that P is true, Q is true, and R is false. So, dito, sinabi ang P is true. So, kung P is true at ninegate mo yung true, magiging false siya. Okay? Kung ang Q ay true, tapos ninegate mo ang true, magiging false. Okay? So, false siya. Kung ang R is false at ninegate mo ang false, magiging true siya. Number 4, P and R. Ang sabi natin sa AND, parehong true. Pero pag mayroong isang false, hindi na siya totoo. Okay? So, paki-screenshot na lang ito para marami pa akong may tuturo. Tapos, ang answer ko ipoprovide ko. Pag may tanong, pwede akong tanongin next meeting. Okay? So, ito yung tanong at saka ito yung sagot. Tanong, tapos sagot. Okay? So, doon muna ako sa next lesson. Time check 11:16, overtime ako. Sige, overtime ako. I-continue na lang natin next Saturday yung ating klase kasi mabibitin ako. Okay? So this will be all for today. Have a nice day and God bless everyone. See you again on Saturday, same time. Thank you.
Thank you po.